Alright, guys, this is Big Rick talking sports, and we're going to talk about what happened in week one with the Giants and the Jets. It was horrible for both of us. Um, Horrible on my side because of how bad my team did, horrible on your side because your dreams were shattered. We're also going to talk about some New York Nick rumors, and also I'm going to try to give some predictions on week two, except for the Eagles and Vikings game because totally forgot to do this video before that game. So the Eagles won. I mean, I would have picked the Eagles anyway, but we're going to discuss that game a little bit um, because there were some issues I found with the Eagles. So stay tuned, and if you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe button. Also, click on that notification bell so that way you are notified of any future uploads of my videos. But let's get to it. All right. So first off, let's talk about my Giants. What the hell happened? What the hell happened in that game? Seriously. Uh, I was so excited. I was so excited. I was so excited. I I I I even bought like Chinese food and stuff like that, uh, just to get ready for the game. I was like, hey, I got beer. Like, I don't drink that often, honestly. I don't because I take anti seizure medication, so it's rare that I drink. I bought some Blue Moon, uh, had some honey walnut shrimp ready to go, some shrimp fried rice. By the way, I love shrimp, so if you hear shrimp a lot, and some fried calamari. Shared it with my wife, got my game, my jersey ready, got going, had my Giants chain going, my hat, chilling on my recliner, watching the game. Game starts. Yeah, everything's going good. It's raining. Yes, yes, I love that it's raining because Dallas plays indoors. They don't know nothing about this damn rain. And it's New Jersey type of weather. That's the weather I miss. That's why I hate California. And and the game starts and we're running the ball down their throats and Saquon's just running it and running it and running it and running it, and then all of a sudden we're on their side and Daniel Jones gets sacked, and then our rookie center snaps the ball low and Daniel Jones has to run back and jump on it, and he gets tackled, and then we go kick a field goal. Gano's like automatic, but except the Dallas Cowboys somehow block it, pick it up, return it for a touchdown, and I'm sitting there going, "What? What? Wait, what?" Uh, if I had to bet how the Cowboys were going to score their first touchdown of the year, I would have never thought a block field goal on Gano. And so they score, and then they miss their extra points. So I'm going, okay, we're only down 6-0. And then we're driving again. Daniel Jones throws one to Saquon. Saquon catches it, turns upfield, gets hit, ball pops out. Cowboy gets it, runs it in for a touchdown. 13-0. Then we go 3-and-out. They come down the field, score a field goal, 16-0. At this point, I'm going, oh my God, what's going on? Daniel Jones, every time he calls hike and he tries to pass the ball, someone's hitting him. Within the moment, as soon as he steps back, hike, hit, hike, hit, hike, hit. And then it gets to the point where even Saquon can't even run the ball. Before I know it, this game's over. It's already like 26-0. And that's when I just quit. I took off my jersey, took off my hat. I'm like, I'm done. I know I've seen comebacks before, but there was no way we're coming back against this Dallas defense. They were just hitting Daniel Jones all day. If Daniel Jones didn't have CTE after that game, I don't know what the heck is going on. The boy's a survivor. But that game was just a shame. Evan O'Neal should be ashamed of himself. He was just letting people just run right past him all game. That whole offensive line should be ashamed. Ashamed of themselves. Um, I'm hoping we should bounce back against Arizona. I know Arizona beat Washington, but it's Washington. Arizona. No, they lost to Washington. Sorry, they lost to Washington. But they got close. They played tough. But we should beat Arizona. Um, But I just can't believe we lost 40-0. I didn't think we were gonna uh, like blow Dallas out, but I thought we were gonna win this first game against Dallas and get the season rolling right. I had in my previous videos talked about how I thought we were gonna be a better team than Dallas this year, and we were gonna end up in second in the division. But after watching that game, oh, I don't think that's gonna happen anymore because unless Dak gets hurt, and for all I know, Dak gets hurt and then Trey Lance turns into the MVP of the league. But unless that happens, I don't see us being better than them because after that game, we got to face them one more time and it'll be in Dallas this time. Who knows? They might run up the score 60-0. It was a damn shame. The only hope I have is that this is just like a precursor of what happened in 2007 where we started off so bad. Our defense couldn't stop anybody. Our offense looked like garbage. And then Spagnuolo was able to turn it around. The offense became just good enough to win games, and we made a Super Bowl run and we won. I don't think we're going to make a Super Bowl run. I was just hoping we make it to the second round again this year. You know, it's a building process, but still, it was bad. It was really, really bad and shame. I mean, I haven't felt this much shame in the Giants since we lost in 2000 to the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl because it wasn't that we lost to that defense. Because going into that Super Bowl, I had a feeling we were going to lose. But the fact that we lost by so much and that Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring because he beat us. And he didn't do a damn thing, but he has a Super Bowl ring at this point. So that just pisses me off. And this was worse than that. I honestly don't know what to say or what to do. But yeah, that game was just so frustrating. And for the Jets, I mean, I in the previous video again, go back to it. I said you should have traded your 2 first-round draft picks, the 2 first-round draft picks that the Ravens wanted, to get Lamar Jackson because he's younger and he fits your timeline of your team. Your team is young. He fits that timeline. You want a young quarterback to go along with a young team. Instead, you rehashed what you did in 2008, where you got a quarterback that was no longer wanted in Green Bay. You brought him over, and what happened? You went 97. He threw 22 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. He got a Pro Bowl invite somehow with those numbers. Those numbers. I don't remember how bad the quarterbacking was that year, but the fact that he got a QB invite. I mean, the AFC. I know that was the year that Tom Brady went down, and Peyton Manning was probably the best quarterback in the AFC. Kerry Collins had like a renaissance year that year. He just bounced back out of nowhere with the Titans, and Chad Pennington led the Dolphins to the AFC East Championship, I think, that year. But to me, I just don't get how he got invited, unless it was that bad in the AFC. I would have to do some more research into that, but it must have been something like that. But you went out and you got him. And then there was all this Super Bowl hype about him. And then Hard Knocks is covered. And I remember watching Hard Knocks, and I try to really watch all the episodes because I watch it every year. But it was just, after the second episode, I couldn't deal with it anymore because all it was a bunch of butt kissing of Aaron Rodgers about how great he is and how now we're going to win the Super Bowl because of Aaron Rodgers. And it was just butt kissing after butt kissing after butt kissing. And you get 4 plays out of him before his season, maybe his career, is over. Now, I know people are saying, well, he's too proudful to end his career that way. That might be so, but it's an Achilles tear, and he's 39 years old. You got to understand, that's a serious injury. From my understanding, it takes anywhere between 12 to 18 months to fully recover from that. So even if he has the surgery now and he recovers, he's not going to be ready until the beginning of the football season. And that's without going through training camp and practicing and all that. So he might not be ready till like week 4 of next year. So what are you doing till then with your quarterback situation? Why didn't you also get yourself a backup quarterback just in case he did go down? That would have been a good backup to bring in just in case something like this happened. Like a quarterback that can manage, because that's all the Jets really need. Like Aaron Rodgers was uh, like just adding like a Lamborghini already to a mansion, you know? You didn't really need that Lambo at this point. You just needed just a regular car in there. And you just needed someone that was going to get you from point A to point B. And Zach Wilson doesn't do that for you. You just need someone who can manage the game. Again, like Trent Dilfer did for the Ravens. You just need someone who can manage the game. You know, if Bryce Hall can stay healthy too, because he had an Achilles tear. If he can stay healthy, you pound the ball, because your offensive line is horrible too, just like the Giants. Um, so you just need someone who can manage the ball, do a little, you know, try to do as many screen passes as you can, little dunk passes, take your shots here and there just to keep the defense honest. But you just want someone who's not going to turn the ball over, put your team in a bad position. Unfortunately, Zach Wilson, I don't believe, is going to be the answer. I know Aaron Rodgers said that he was only going to play for 1 or 2 years and hand the ball over to Zach Wilson. And Zach Wilson is going to be the quarterback for the next 15 years, and the Jets are going to have like a 17-year run of great quarterback play. But that's not going to happen. Zach Wilson's not the answer. That's the reason why they went and got Aaron Rodgers, is because they knew that Zach Wilson was not the answer. So you should have had a backup ready. You should have gone, as soon as all these quarterbacks started getting cut from teams, gone out and signed someone. Like when Colt McCoy got cut, you should have gone and gotten yourself a Colt McCoy. But you didn't. So now what your options are is trying to either stay with Zach Wilson, or do you bring in someone like I'm reading about Carson Wentz again. His name pops up every time a quarterback gets hurt. I heard Colin Kaepernick's name come up. I heard Cam Newton's name come up. You know, these are washed up quarterbacks. Cam Newton doesn't have anything left in him. We saw it with the Patriots. Colin Kaepernick, God knows what he has. Or, you know, I don't remember who on ESPN brought this one up, and I think it's actually not a bad idea. Trade for Cooper Rush. Trade with Dallas for Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush won them a bunch of games when Dak went down. They got Trey Lance. Trey Lance is a backup. Cooper Rush is on the outs. You can probably get him for like a 5th or 6th round pick. And he could probably win you a bunch of games. I'd rather have Cooper Rush than Zach Wilson. So, I mean, for Jet fans, I feel real bad. I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I'm not a big fan of his. I think he's overhyped. I know he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but his playoff record doesn't really reflect that. He doesn't win the big games. He only has 1 Super Bowl ring. Like I said, Eli has 2 Super Bowl rings and 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and he didn't have to jump teams to do that. Aaron Rodgers apparently had to jump teams to go do that, to try to do that at least. So that's my take on it. I feel bad for the Jets fans. I feel bad for the Giant fans. We both had a rough week, but at least you guys won your game, despite how bad Zach Wilson played. Josh Allen played a lot worse, throwing 3 interceptions, almost a 4th, and there was a nice punt return in overtime for you guys to win. Now you got to play Dallas, and they got a tough defense. That's actually going to be a fun game to watch, because that's 2 great defenses going at each other. But I think Dak will be able to handle the Jets defense better than Zach Wilson will be able to handle the Cowboys defense. So we'll see how that goes.